In this episode, you'll learn about cleaning up your voice recordings to a professional standard with tools and tricks that'll pleasantly surprise you and make your day a better one. Cleaning up your vocal tracks helps intelligibility and thus conveying your message better. Cleaning up certain artifacts and reducing noise on your tracks brings your production to a higher level. Let's look at things like mouth clicks, sibilants, pops and good old noise in your tracks. We'll look at a way of reducing clipping on your audio that has been recorded too high. When working on your tracks, you do need to be using good monitoring so you can hear what you're listening to. A little tip is to duplicate your dialogue track before you work on it so you can go back to the original audio if you damage it. We've looked at iZotope RX before and we'll be looking at it a little further. But I wanted to bring you a new kid on the block that has impressed me no end. Not only does this set of plugins address a lot of issues extremely well, but the price point is achievable for almost everyone. With iZotope RX, you have to buy the version that suits you or your pocket and is costly. The bundle from Acusonus is called Era Bundle and it's cheaper than the RX application. But the good thing is it's also available as individual plugins for around $60 each. I also like the Acusonus plugins because they have a simple interface that most will find really easy to use. And now we know what we're using, let's jump right in.
Take me through a garden filled with heaven sent. Take me through a garden filled with heaven sent.
Noise on your tracks is such a distraction. You have to be exceptionally careful when removing broadband noise from your audio, as the frequencies on such broad noise can affect the integrity of the voices. Shelve everything under 80 Hz from your track. It negates an awful lot of low frequency noise that can affect the intelligibility of the speech. Voice denoise in RX is exceptionally good at cleaning up noise in your tracks, but as always be very careful how you use these plugins, that you don't destroy your audio. Acusonus denoise is also very good, and it's more than acceptable for an awful lot of videographers needing to clean up their audio tracks. Take back the reduction and bring it in slowly so you can hear the noise reducing during preview. When you're happy with the results, you can bypass the effect to hear the reduction, allowing you to judge have you gone too far or not. Mouth clicks are produced by saliva in the mouth interacting with the teeth, especially if your artist has had sweets or chocolate. It makes the saliva syrupy and much more clicky. If you can, have them chew on a green apple. It cuts down on a lot of clicks as the acid in the juice breaks down the sugars. If you cannot avoid all the clicks, you should use Mouth Declick in RX. It's one of the most effective plugins that I've ever used, and I'll never sit down to a job without it close to hand. Sibilance occurs with some voices when some of the higher frequencies are a little stronger on the mic. The S's are the big culprit. To address them in post, you should use a de-esser. Acusonus has one in their bundle, but it's also available as the individual plugin. Pops or plosives are caused by P's and B's banging on the mic. The artist has a lot of control on how they pronounce their P's and their B's, and they can soften the pronunciation. Again, you have plugins to help from Acusonus and RX and other manufacturers. I've found that you can fix some non-vocal low frequency bangs with a D plosive very effectively. There's nothing more horrible than arriving home with your beautiful recordings and you discover that they were recorded too hot. The recordings are distorted. So what do? Well, you grab your nearest RX and you use Declipper. This module of RX is brilliant. You will need to play with the settings a bit, but the results are ass-saving. Another simpler option is the Declip in the Era bundle. It's almost automatic, which will help a lot of you out there. The word is everything and the message is all important. If there's no option for a proper mix, then to help the intelligibility of the voices, then a leveler may be an option for you. It makes the quiet bits louder and the loud bits quieter and brings them all to a specific level that you set. As always, it's incredibly important that you start small and increase slowly. Too much processing can destroy your audio. Be careful. Listen to all the processing and don't compromise your audio to any presets that may process more than is needed. As always, I encourage you to play with the demos of each of these plugins Try out different products on the same clips so you can find the best option for you. I use these plugins every day for dialogue edits and broadcast. I'll use multiple products within the same project, as different products do some jobs better than others. Cleanup plugins are an essential tool for any project. When you start, you'll wonder how you ever got by without them. I'm Keith Alexander and you've been watching Adorama TV. Don't forget to subscribe to Adorama TV for more great videos and tell us what you think. You can like, comment or share this video, and please come by the Adorama Learning Centre for more great information and advice.